I'm addicted to eating plastic. It's the way it crunches and feels.
It is dangerous for her.
Food does not fill that emptiness, and I feel like plastic does.
If anything ever happened to Kaylin, it would destroy me.
I'm afraid if I can't stop eating plastic, then it's gonna hurt me.
There's something going on with her liver. It's a matter of life and death.
And my addiction is bleach. I've never gone a day without bathing in it.
Bleach is a toxic substance.
It has burnt my eyes.
This is some serious stuff, Gloria. I want you to get help.
Bleach is a corrosive. It's like battery acid.
This bleach has gone from just being this part of your life to being a part of you.
I will never stop using it.
My name is Kaylin. I'm 18 years old. I live in Sacramento, California, and I'm addicted to eating plastic. I've eaten 12 remotes, over 5,000 beads, over 1,000 cocktail swords, 100 forks, about 10 water bottles, 2 pacifiers, 3 CD cases, about 50 hangers, about 25 plastic lids on to-go cups.
Kaylin has eaten plastic every day for 11 years.
Plastic is something I want and I feel like I need.
She has consumed over 150 pounds of plastic and even chooses it over food.
It's not the taste of plastic that I love. It's the way it crunches and feels, and it's a rough but at the same time smooth texture to it.
The texture of a remote control is one of her favorites.
I'll take a button off, and then I'll kind of like put it on each side of my mouth, and then I swallow it. I'm a hostess at a restaurant, and I get a lot of my plastic from there. My favorite kind of plastics are the little cocktail swords that you get in your drink. On a normal, non-stressful day, it'd be a whole sword 15 times a day. And the fact that I am eating this much in a week is huge.
I first experienced Kaylin eating plastic as a young child, like 7, 8, 9. I got concerned and tried to intervene. She's a little bit stubborn, so it got progressively worse. Really? Spit it out. Kaylin J. Nicole, please. Come on, now. Come on, that's disgusting.
I feel like the plastic probably is cutting me on the inside sometimes. Right after I eat the plastic, my stomach tends to hurt for a short amount of time, and then when it's done, it will just be very sensitive.
I think it's way deeper than just eating plastic. Kaylin had a lot to deal with in her childhood, so maybe this is her outlet.
Kaylin was abused when she was just 6 years old. She turned to plastic for comfort.
I started eating little plastic beads that were colorful, and it made me feel happy and like just not so empty. I'm embarrassed that I eat plastic. It's hard to have the one thing that really comforts you be the weirdest thing and people not liking you doing it.
It just can't be healthy to consume anything that isn't meant to go in the body. I would hate to see Kaylin be in a position in life where life actually starts for her and then it has to end for something like this.
I'm afraid if I can't stop eating plastic, then it's gonna hurt me. I really would like to stop, but I can't do it on my own.
My name is Gloria. I'm 28 years old, and my addiction is bleach. I love bleach a lot. I ain't gonna say I love it more than I love myself, but I do love bleach. I don't consider myself a germaphobe. I'm not afraid of dirt. I'm not afraid of germs. I just like the feel of bleach.
Every day, Gloria cleans her house top to bottom with bleach. She goes through more than 300 gallons every year. Bleach has ruined her clothes and damaged furniture, but Gloria refuses to stop cleaning with it.
And I'll go and I'll wipe like my tables down, my stairwell down with it, cleaning the bathroom with it, my toilets, my sink, the tub. In the kitchen, I clean my stove with it, my countertop, the refrigerator.
There's been times where I walked in the house and the bleach smell just slapped me in the face.
Gloria's addiction to bleach began 7 years ago while she was pregnant with her third child.
When I was pregnant, I used to take pieces of tissue and dip them in bleach and take them like pills. But my nutritionist and doctor, they made me stop doing it. And I thought it was just because I was pregnant and it'll go away.
But Gloria's bleach addiction didn't go away, and she's even taken it a step further. Every morning, Gloria now adds bleach to her bath water.
Every time I take a shower or a bath, I have to use bleach. I have to use it. I first run the water, and then I take the bleach and I pour it in the tub. It's not a certain amount that I use. I just pour until I feel like it's enough. When I stay too long, my eyes have burned and my skin have tingled, so that lets me know that it's time to get out.
Over the last few years, she started to use a whole lot more bleach than what she was using when I first met her. If she runs out of bleach, she's gonna go get some that same day.
Sometimes when I go to the grocery store, I will open up a bottle and walk around smelling it. When I'm going out and I can't be around bleach, I'll take it and I'll pour some on the top part of my hand so I can be able to smell it, like when I'm out. When you pour bleach on your hand, it just gets like a warm sensation on it, but it never burns me. As far as my kids being around bleach, I don't think that I'm exposing them to anything. So I'm not really, concerned about them getting into it or them being like me. It has burnt my eyes and it has burnt my face. The pain was horrible. It felt like you getting cut and somebody pouring some straight alcohol on your cut. They burn it. But sometimes it will burn, like if I'm in like the bathroom up here and it's not real ventilated, it'll burn some. And unless you see my eyes, they are red. I'm human, so it'll burn, but
I don't even know half of the issues that she could have from using the bleach. I just don't want her to get too carried away with it and end up being in a situation that she could have prevented from using it.
The only way I stop using bleach is if God himself comes down and say, Gloria, you need to stop using bleach. Other than that, I will never stop using it until the day I actually die.
Coming up, Kaylin has a breakthrough.
I don't like that I hide in my room and eat plastic.
And can Gloria's friend convince her to change?
You're running a high risk of contaminating your body.
18-year-old Kaylin has been addicted to eating plastic since she was 7 years old. She's eaten CD cases, remote controls, and water bottles, but cocktail swords are her favorite. Kaylin's mom is concerned she's causing permanent damage and is determined to get Kaylin help.
I keep voicing my concerns because I'm not okay with it. This is a serious problem for Kaylin. It's something that needs to be dealt with right now.
So when you eat it, it makes you feel better, but how does it make you feel better?
I always feel kind of empty sometimes, and it puts a smile on my face, and I feel like when I do get plastic, especially kind of like to eat, I just feel like almost like Christmas time. Like you just got a present, you're just so excited.
The thing that concerns me the most is this. It is something that's going to hurt you. And what if you're happy in your life and your life begins and you just had kids and then you get cancer because you consume so much plastic?
Yeah.
Does it scare you like it scares me?
It scares me. I just feel like I just put it on the back of my mind so then I can still eat it and not feel so guilty about it.
Have you wanted to get help and you just didn't say anything? Or?
Well, yeah, I kind of want to know what it's doing to me. I don't like that I hide in my room and eat plastic. I mean, I don't like feeling like I have to have it.
No, I know.
When me and my mom were talking, it made me realize that I don't want to eat plastic as much as I feel like I do. I don't want to feel guilty.
So I want you to go to the doctor and get checked out.
Okay.
I think she knows as well as I do that this is something that is, plaguing her, and she can't heal until she deals with it. I think she's ready. This is our opportunity to stop this. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I don't think that there's an ending to what lengths you'll go to to help your children. If anything ever happened to Kaylin, it would destroy me.
28-year-old Gloria has been addicted to bleach for 7 years. She goes through nearly a gallon every day cleaning her home. She even bathes in it.
It makes me feel good. It makes me feel refreshed, like I just stepped out of a spa.
But Gloria's good friend Tammy believes the bleach could be dangerous and wants Gloria to get help.
Bleach is a toxic substance, and for her to be bathing in it is worrisome for me. The main concern I have, Gloria, right now with your bleach use is that you may not know the full damages it could be doing.
And I'm gonna tell you, like I tell everybody else, I do not have a problem with bleach. Everybody cleans with bleach.
It's not the point of you using the bleach, it's how much you're using. Gloria is extremely hard-headed. I do feel like it's important to, give her a wake-up call. Have you even read the warning label on the back?
No.
May cause severe chemical burns to broken skin. Wear safety glasses and rubber gloves when handling this product. First aid, call poison control if ingested. It says physical and chemical hazards. You're running a high risk of contaminating your body, poisoning yourself. That's dangerous.
Talking to Tammy was very irritating. It's something that I do, and I wish everybody just leave me alone about it.
This is some serious stuff, Gloria. I want you to see a doctor and make sure that it's not damaging you.
If it'll shut you up and so you won't talk about it no more, I'll go see a doctor.
Gloria is Gloria, and she's going to always have a bleach. I don't think at all that whatever the outcome is, it's going to change. But hopefully, the amount she uses will change. You're stubborn. You're stubborn as a mule.
Still ahead, Kaylin gets life-threatening news.
So you could actually have slow lead poisoning if you're eating the things that are heavy in lead.
And a doctor issues a stern warning to Gloria.
If bleach gets in your eye, of course, it can erode the covering of your eye.
18-year-old Kaylin has been eating plastic for 11 years. She eats about 15 pieces every day. Kaylin's mom is worried her addiction could kill her and has finally convinced Kaylin to see a doctor.
I'm nervous to hear what the doctor has to say about what it's doing to my body. I want her to tell me that I will be able to still eat plastic, but I don't think that's realistic.
So what kind of plastics are you eating?
Lately, it's been little cocktail swords and forks, and then I'll eat water bottles.
So, when you're eating plastic, you feel like it's not really dangerous, right?
Yeah.
But plastics actually have chemicals inside them to make them soft, and those all can be toxic. They make some of those with heavy metals like cadmium, lead. So you could actually have slow lead poisoning if you're eating the things that are heavy in lead. There's other things called phthalates, and those actually can cause cancer. There's about 8 or 10 toxic chemicals in plastic, and all of them do different things. She needs to figure out what exactly is happening to her entire body, and she needs to find ways to make effective behavioral change. I'm just going to ask you some general questions. Are you dizzy?
I do get really dizzy.
Okay, and any stomach pains?
A lot.
Okay, what does the pain feel like?
It feels like it's poking and stabbing.
Okay, if I can have you lay down for a minute. Let's pinpoint the location of where your pain's coming from. Does that hurt at all when I push against it? No? Okay. And how about down here? Any tenderness or pain there?
A little when you push hard.
Right here, that would be your liver. And your liver is actually sitting about 2 finger breadths under your rib cage, a little lower than I would expect it.
The doctor is alarmed by the unusual size and feel of Kaylin's liver. She orders x-rays for a better look.
There's something going on with her liver. It's so big that she felt it under her rib cage. If she hadn't come in right now, this might have been a matter of life and death.
28-year-old Gloria has been addicted to bleach for 7 years. She goes through up to a gallon of bleach a day and doesn't feel her addiction is harmful. Gloria's friend disagrees and convinced her to see a doctor.
They probably could tell me that it's harmful or it's not good, but...
So are you using household bleach that you get at the grocery store? Okay, and tell me how you're using it.
Well, I put it in my bath water, and I take it and I pour it on my sponge.
Does the smell of the bleach ever cause you to cough or make your eyes burn?
It makes my eyes burn.
Okay. And if bleach gets in your eye, of course, it can erode or break down the covering of your eye and cause a lot of problems. Bleach is a corrosive. It's like battery acid. If you have it at high enough concentrations and it touches the eyes or the GI tract or the skin, it will destroy that tissue. I'm gonna take a look at your skin. Here, let me see your hand. All right, your skin looks very dry. Do you ever get any crust or scale or sores after you use the bleach?
No.
Well, let me tell you, your skin is like a brick wall, and using this bleach at the quantities and concentrations you're using it can break down the mortar between the bricks. People who have very dry skin or often will get staph infections, strep infections, viral infections. So what you're actually doing is making you more susceptible to germs. Now, also, when you're breathing in the fumes can be very toxic. It can cause ulcerations or sores in the mouth, in the lungs. The fumes from bleach can be very irritating to the mucous membranes, and if Gloria continues to use high amounts, it can result in respiratory distress and even death. I do want you to consider seeing a therapist.
Okay.
I'd like you to explore why you feel the need to clean yourself in this manner.
I was happy, that nothing was wrong besides dry skin, and that could be fixed. Because I'm going to take her advice and go see a therapist, but it's not going to change anything.
Still ahead, Kaylin gets shocking news about her health.
The only thing we can do is a liver transplant.
And Gloria refuses to admit her bleach addiction is a problem.
How does it affect your life?
I don't think it affects my life.
Gloria goes through up to 7 gallons of bleach each week, sniffing, cleaning, and even bathing in the chemical. After a dermatologist told her to cut back, Gloria's ready to talk to a therapist about why she can't live without bleach.
I'm willing to listen to what the therapist has to say, not saying that it's going to change or I'm going to stop using bleach like I do.
I know that you started using bleach when you were pregnant.
It was my 3rd child.
How does it affect your life?
I don't think it affects my life. I mean, I'm so used to it. It's so normal to me. It might not be normal to you.
It's normal to you.
It's normal.
Okay. Gloria's external demeanor to everybody in her life is, you can't control me. You are not the boss of me. This is my life. I want you to imagine it wasn't there. You had to clean your house and there was no bleach there.
I probably cry, get mad, frustrated, probably.
If you had a rate on 0 to 10, 10 being very upset, just thinking about not having bleach, where would you rate it?
A 50, off the charts, off the scale.
This scenario of bleach not being in her life was more than she was able to handle. This bleach has gone from just being this part of your life to being a part of you. And bleach being a part of Gloria, in my opinion, is not okay.
Now I understand your point, but at the same time, I'm still gonna use it. Everybody had a different lifestyle. I had my lifestyle. And I just want to live my life the way I live it and just be through with it.
Kaylin is finally getting help for her addiction to eating plastic. But the doctor's concerned about the size of her liver and ordered x-rays to see if Kaylin's obsession has caused life-threatening damage.
Now, right where you were feeling the pain, do you see these 2 little white spots?
Yeah.
Okay, those are 2 little pieces of plastic. And this is your liver. Now, this liver is supposed to end somewhere around here, but this is about how big your liver is on an x-ray.
Okay.
Kaylin's liver is about 60% bigger than it should be. When we have liver failure, we first start having inflammation, but then we can get to a point of scarring, which might lead to cirrhosis, which would mean that the liver fails. And then at that point, the only thing we can do is a liver transplant.
When I heard that I had an enlarged liver, I wanted to cry. It upsets me that the one thing that really does soothe me and makes me feel good is actually poisoning my body.
Constantly having to deal with removing those toxins for 11 years could certainly cause liver injury, and sometimes people don't survive that. What I'd really love for you to do is just stop eating plastic.
Yeah.
This is just not worth it. And I do recommend counseling, seeing a psychiatrist to really get into the reasons why you're doing what you're doing.
It was hard hearing the news that I got today. I feel like everything she did tell me and everything I did learn today will help me stop eating plastic. I had started my journey to quitting, and I feel like I can do this. I'm proud of myself that I haven't eaten plastic since the doctor's visit. I never thought of eating plastic as a life and death situation. I always thought it might hurt me one day, but I never thought it'd actually kill me. Knowing that the plastic could kill me makes it so the plastic isn't really comforting anymore. It's more of a fear. A week ago, I couldn't imagine going a day without eating plastic, and now I don't think I'll eat another piece of plastic for the rest of my life.